What's up, people? LJM for Dead Ain't My Daddy. How you doing? All right. So Jeremy inspired me to do this video today to talk to you guys about just being debt free. All right. And so I wanted to explain the process. All right. So it wasn't until I was around, I'm 48 today. It wasn't until around 40, 42 that I discovered about being debt free. And that was an accident. I want you guys to understand, becoming debt free was a complete accident. I had no idea, even though I was in debt, I had no idea I was in debt. All right. So I'm just kind of explaining the process of how it feels to be debt free. All right. So it took me let's just say it took me a year to be unprogrammed, just 40-hour work weeks, 2 weeks a year. And I never took the 2 weeks together. Never. I always split them up. I never took my 2 weeks together. Anyway, that's a whole different story. But it took me a year to be unconditioned. Because believe it or not, you're conditioned and you just don't even know it, right? So it's been a few years since I've been debt free. And once I was unconditioned, I realized how I was allowing debt and money to run my life. Debt, especially debt. Debt was just running my life, and I didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. And then when you're out of the game, when you're out of the credit game, worshiping the credit gods, you finally understand that you don't even need credit. You don't even need credit. You don't even need it. It's like it's so funny to think back now, to think about, oh my God, I got to get my credit score up. Because I can't buy anything without credit. I can't buy nothing without credit. Even a damn cell phone I can't buy without credit. That's a problem. Okay? If you can't buy a cell phone cash, that's a problem. And I want you to always think of this. When you look at the price of a cell phone today and you be like, oh my God, I can't pay cash for that. I want you to think like this, okay? Every time. This is what I want you to say. Now stay with me here. This is what I want. And it's serious business, all right? Say to yourself, I've been working since age 16 to age 30, 40. You mean to tell me within that time span, I don't have $1,000 to buy a cell phone, or 500, 600, 800, whatever it is. 1,000, let's say even 1,000. I don't have $1,000 cash to buy a cell phone. Out of all of the years I'm working, I've been a slave. Somebody's not been paying me. Somebody's making me work for free. All right? That's how you got to look at it. Anyway, I'm going to give you guys a tip of what I did, because I never stopped looking for money saving tips. I call these holes, money holes, in the bottom of your bank account. There's holes being poked. Okay, that's how I look at it. Being poked by all these businesses, all right? And they're poking holes and they're leaking money. You're leaking money. You don't even know how much money you're leaking, right? So anyway, I got my Costco yearly. You know how you get the Costco yearly dues or whatever, right? Now, I've been an executive Costco member for I don't know how many years. Never really thought twice about it, whatever. Until they went up to $120. I was like, ooh, 120. Let me take a look at this. And you know how to get that rebate check? Now, in the past, I was thinking, if that rebate check comes back to the amount of money of my dues or more, it's really paying for itself. But it's less. It's not paying for itself. I'm paying to have a membership, right? They're like, oh, hey, yeah, you get Roadside Towing or whatever. So, maybe last month, I tried to actually use the towing, okay? Because all the years I've had Costco, I've never tried to use the towing, ever, okay? So once I used it, you know what they told me? I called the tow truck, hey, my truck broke down, I need you to come tow it. Oh, that's $75 or whatever they give you for, oh, that's just for us to come there and hook it up. And then you got to pay us to bring you wherever you're going to go. I was like, what? So this is only now I don't know if it was this, but the Costco company, they call whoever they're contracted with. So I'm assuming they know these people. They know the businesses they deal with, whatever, right? He told me, that's just the cost for us to drive to you and hook it up on our truck. That's not to go anywhere. So I said, oh, didn't know that. So hung up with them, called my AAA that I pay $90 a year. They come and tow it, and I go 100. I have AAA plus, all right, AAA plus. Anyway, So I knew that value didn't mean anything to me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, right? And something else. Anyway, so I went and I said, if I'm not spending enough to pay for my membership, why do I have Costco Executive? So I went in there and dropped it down to gold, which is $60. I'm not gonna pay for something that I'm not even using. I'm not even using executive membership. So if I had a business, that's different. But as a regular member, no, I ain't spending that much money at Costco every single year to pay for my membership. No, so I dropped it down to $60. Those little things make a huge difference after a while. I know you don't think so. When you're in mounds and mounds of student loan debt, you have not even just student loan debt. I'm just talking about student loan debt because it's in the freaking trillions, and it drives me fucking nuts when I hear financial advisors telling people, "Oh, it's okay to keep your student loan." No, it's not. Oh, I'll earn more interest than other. Sallie Mae wants you to keep those student loans, okay? They don't want you to pay those off. They want you to keep them and say it's a forever loan. Ooh, when I hear people say that, oh, that's a forever loan. Are you crazy? You're crazy. To have a debt over your head forever till you're dead? No. No, thank you. Anyway, debt-free has allowed me the freedom to come here and visit my girlfriend every month. I come here every month and stay 2 weeks each time. 2 weeks. Each time I come here. Now, if I was in debt listening to me, I would think, oh, Linnell, he must be rich. He must be selling drugs. He must be doing something, right? No. You have no idea how much money I wasted. And I made a lot of money in my career, okay? A lot of money. But I was so, I wanted everybody to see that I was making that kind of money, right? By having a nice car, living in a fancy place, and fancy furniture, blah, 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 you know? And like it was nothing. But think about it. People talk about the high cost of college, right? Oh man, if I go to this college, it's this much, it's this outrageous amount of money, right? But imagine keeping that student loan for 10 to 20 years after the fact, after you graduated. And that's if you graduated. Can you imagine a person with student loans and don't have a degree to show for it? Ooh. Your motivation to paying off that student loan is zero. Especially if you ain't got no degree. Oh my God. You gotta be crazy. And let me tell you another thing. When you're debt free, you hear broke people. You hear them speak debt. All right, there's two money languages: debt and debt free. People that speak debt, they don't understand debt free. They don't know what that means. They don't know. They think if you walk on a car lot and buy a $30,000 car cash, they think you're rich. No, you're just broke. You just think they're rich. That's not nothing. That's really nothing. To walk on a car. First of all, I wouldn't walk on a car lot and buy a car anyway. I wouldn't even set foot on a car lot. That's the financing a car is you have no idea what you tell a person that manages their money well. You finance the car. Don't ever tell nobody. If you finance it, keep it to yourself. All right, keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody that you're making payments on a depreciating car. You're financing a depreciating car with interest. Every month it goes down in value, but the bank, their money goes up on that depreciating car. Don't ever tell anybody that you're financing a car. I didn't know. I would go, oh, it ain't nothing, you know. I'm making $500 a month payments. That ain't nothing. I got it. Don't tell nobody that out loud, ever. You just say to yourself, oh, and especially if you're upside down in a finance car, oh. You cannot listen to people. Broke people listen to other broke people. Okay, that's the only language they talk. I say nothing. I don't say nothing to those people. Hey man, how much your phone bill? Oh, $200 a month. Are you crazy? I pay $26 and you pay $200? I don't care if you're making it. That means you ain't got no money, or you just don't manage your money well. But back to the financial advisors. People that go see financial advisors, this is the only questions that you need to ask them. How do you feel about keeping a student loan? If they say it's okay to keep it, leave their office immediately. Leave. Because they're not in your best interest. They're in their own best interest. Believe me when I say that, okay? Sally Mae is a trillionaire. She is a trillionaire. Trillion with a T. How many trillionaires do you know? I don't know no trillionaires, personally. All right? I don't know any trillionaires. But Sally Mae is a trillionaire. You don't have to be part of that equation. If I could go back to when I was 20, from what I know today, if I could go back to when I was 20, I'd be a multimillionaire today. Easy. It ain't even hard. It's not even hard. And a job, I mean, think about it logically, okay? Think about it logically. Do you believe you'll be a multimillionaire with your regular job? Think about this too. You have a house, car, payments, blah, blah, blah. All relied on one job. If you lost your job today and your world would be devastated, you're in trouble. You're in trouble already. You just don't even know. You don't even know you're in trouble. If you lost your job today, would you be devastated? If the answer is yes, you're in trouble. You're in financial trouble already. I know it don't seem like it would be, but it's true. If you can look at your money and say, is my money endless? If I wouldn't spend $5,000, $10,000 a day, would it matter? Could it be easily replaced in like 5, 10, 20 minutes, 24 hours from some other stream of income? If you ain't like that, you're in trouble. If I could go back to 30, I'd be a multimillionaire today. Easy. The thought about going into an office and staying there 8 hours and them telling me what to do, are you crazy? No, thank you. Tell me when I can go to lunch, when I got to be back, what time I got to be at work, if I got to spend there for 8 hours. No, I ain't doing none of that. I'm me, so I'm going to make me. So if I go downtown to the waterfront and look at them buildings, because I knew this is what I used to do, right? We got a beautiful waterfront in Seattle, Washington, okay? Badass apartments, okay? Bad. Okay, you look up at them and you think in the back of your mind, you're really thinking this, damn, I'll never be able to afford that. If you catch yourself saying that, ask yourself, why? Why can't I afford that apartment? Not saying that you want it. I'm not even saying that you want it. But to be able to look at it and say, I can get that if I want it. That's it. That's it. And if you know your job is not going to get you that, figure out what's going to get you that. Because they're not space aliens living in those badass apartments. They're people living in there. People just like you that figured it out, that said, hey, I want that. But even when you get to that level, you figure out who's making mortgage payments and calling themselves a homeowner. I have no idea how the banks did that. How do banks convince people to say, if I get a mortgage, I'm a homeowner? No, you're not. Oh, I'd rather pay on my own house instead of paying rent. You're paying rent to the bank. Okay? You'll find out real quick who's the real owner of the house. Just stop making the payments. The real owner will come knocking on your door. And then if you still ignore them, next thing you know, you're going to see a crowd of people outside bidding on your house while you're still in it. Okay? Because you're the homeowner, right? Once you just walk outside, hey, get out front of my house. Because it's not your house. If two people bought a house, one cash and one mortgage, and they can't be both homeowners. They can't. That's impossible. They can't be. Which one's the homeowner? The one with cash. Don't call yourself a homeowner if you have a mortgage, because you're not a homeowner. The bank owns the home. Stop making your payments. You will find out really quick. Okay? It's not rocket science. But you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself that you can do it. I did it. I didn't know until I ran into debt to income ratio. I had no idea what that meant, but I found out real quick. And this is how it happened. I had excellent credit, a great paying job, no money in the bank, Okay, no money in the bank. And the bank denied me a loan. And I had a 750 credit score. Never missed a payment. Nothing. And I just couldn't, I was like, I couldn't figure out why they wouldn't give me a loan. I couldn't figure it out. And then they said, oh, your debt to income ratio. And then once I started reading about it, then I was like, credit don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. Credit means nothing. I know you guys are looking at me like, what the hell is Linnell talking about? I said it. Credit means nothing. Only people in debt. Let me tell you something. Only people in debt believe in credit. If you're in debt, you believe in credit. Like, I don't believe in credit. Don't even, Linnell, what's your credit score? I have no idea. Want me to go check and see it for you? I'll go check and look at it. I don't care. Credit report, empty. Nothing's in it. Nothing. Nothing. But I check it. This is why I pursued Daddy My Daddy to make a business to help people understand this, because people look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm showing you guys. I tell people with student loans all the time, pay that off. Oh, I got the money. I can pay it off anytime. Then pay it off. Stop telling me that. Why are you telling me that? Do it. Oh, no, man, you know, something just might happen. Like what? Like something's not going to happen when you have the student loan debt or bills or whatever. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen with bills. I'd rather have it happen with no bills and cash than bills and no cash. But that's just me. But I love to travel. I love to come down on this beautiful day in South Carolina. It's sunny almost every day. It was 70 today. It ain't 70 in Seattle in December. Believe that. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. Anyway, thank you, Jeremy, for giving me the shout out. Appreciate it. I do consider you a friend. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad that all the silent people are watching. You know, just let me, if you got questions, shoot me a DM, man. Hey, look, LJ, how do I get started? Where do I begin? People don't even know. If you don't know the amount of debt you're in, that's the first place. Add up the total amount. Let me tell you, it's a psychological thing, okay? Stop running from it. That big bad monster ain't so big and bad once you just face him head on. I want you to find out the exact number, the exact amount you're indebted. No, don't say, oh, it's around 40, it's around 50. And when people say that, I usually add another 20 or 30,000 on top of that because they don't know. You're guessing. Never guess at your finances. Ever. If somebody, and these are the quick tests I do to see if somebody's in debt or not in debt. First of all, number one, if they tell me they're financing a car, I tune them out. Don't even hear them anymore. If they're talking like they got big money, I don't even hear them anymore. Because somebody that manages money well does not finance cars. That's the worst thing in the world, to finance a car. The worst. All right? And people do it every day. Don't even, what else is there? Not mortgage, because there's so many different ways to finance a house. All right? And there's only a few right ways. If they say FHA loan, I tune them out. Don't even listen to them no more. That's horrible. Horrible. How much you put down in your house? Oh, they said I only had to put $1,000. Tune them out. Don't even hear them. And I have to tell you why, of course, but that's just the way it is. But if you, like I said, if you guys got questions, let me know how I get started. DM me. All right. I'm no longer just giving it away so people say, hey, you check it out. Nah, man, I ain't get around to it. It's something about when you charge a person money, they take it a little more serious. And then if they don't use it, all right, cool, you don't use it. But I just give it away. No, I'm not doing that anymore. No, my time's worth more than that. I'm living it. I'm living it every day. Every day. And I'm not rich. I'm just smart with my money now. Wasn't always smart. I'm smart today, though. And I can hear different, man. Sometimes it's horrible to hear broke people. They have no idea that they're talking broke. They're talking debt. And it's horrible. I just want to jump in and say, hey, don't do that. Yeah, don't keep your student loan for 10, 15, 20 years. Don't do that. Yeah, that's bad. If any financial advisor, I don't care who it is, and I'll challenge anybody when it comes to this personal finance game, send this video to them. Tell them to call me up. Do a live video. I don't care. I'll challenge anybody. I'll tell them if they say, "Oh man, credit's the way to go," have them contact me. I'll prove them wrong with numbers. It's easy. It's just numbers. It's just numbers. I'm not wrong. I'm 100% right, and I know it. Look at my eyes. Do I look like I'm joking? I'm dead serious. All right, you guys have a good one. Happy Saturday, 2 days before Christmas. I think I'm gonna stay down here through New Year's. Might stay longer if I want to, because I choose to. I don't have to be back at a certain time. I'll be back when I want to get back. I'll be back when I get back. That's what my mama used to say. I'll be there when I get there. All right, you guys have a good one later.